Hi guys, welcome to TedRedwoodFM. I am Ed. Today I'm starting, hopefully mini-series, I guess we'll see how it gets on. I'm just recording it because it's really quick to do, I think. A series USM 2, 95-96 football season basically. And we're going to be playing as Woking because why not? The reason for Woking, which is pretty much the same in USM 2 as it was in USM 98-99, which is my favourite, which if you saw this sort of review intro to the whole series, you'll know that already, that I prefer that game, but they are bottom of the conference in terms of A to Z, and that's the lowest playable division. Now, as we're starting right at the bottom, obviously we're going to choose 50,000 for cash rather than 10 million. I'm also going to turn the music off. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not, but commercial game on, off, I don't really know what that does. We're going to have the sound on, speech on, why not, rigging on, I guess so. But if you're looking forward to this series, please do drop a quick like and sub. It really helps the channel out, helps me out. Let me know what you're looking forward to or anything I could do better. It would be great to see some feedback and hear some feedback. Yeah, not awkward at all. Right, so we are into the game and the music. I love the music, but it's quite obnoxious after a small while. We get underway. So we only have 50,000 and I play this in a very specific way, so we'll get a lot of money very quickly. But I guess we'll find out. So I gave a quick overview on how to do things in the intro video, so do have a look there. But the fax machine has something on it. Business rates, 270 per week, debited for the bank account, which is an absolute nightmare. And then we are going to jump to the chairman's office. I want nothing less than promotion this year. Make sure you go and get it. That's not going to happen because you'll see in a second. We are going to turn the assistant on here because I'm really bad at coming back after the period of weeks is up. So obviously we just want someone to do it for us, but we'll choose the best ones for us now. So we choose that one and that one. Just fills it up, makes it easy. There's no sponsor yet. And the next thing I kind of want to do, actually, I was going to look at the formation and stuff like that, but we'll have a look at the team first, team selection. So for me, I recognise a few of these guys because of USM 98-99. Kevin Betsy is a bit of a lower league superstar at various levels. Darren Hay is there, who I've heard of. Apart from that, I mean, Scott Steele I've heard of a few of these guys, but you probably haven't. That's okay, because I won't be here for long. So we're going to go to the fax machine, we are going to the transfer list, and we are going to go right to the bottom, and there it is in all of its glory, all the youth players. So you can see the stats for these guys if we jump in. Roughly our sort of passing is around like early 40s in terms of quality. And youth players do improve a lot quicker, obviously, than established players. They might not be any good though, so they could stay at 36, he could rocket to like 80 within a couple of seasons. It's hard to know really. Everything's out of 99, apart from fitness, which is 100. But generally what I like to do is just have a whole team of youth players, so we'll just have them on for as long as possible, offer them a load of contracts, and you're going to see me do a horrible sort of culling of the first team squad very shortly, where I just fast sell everyone. In fact, that time is now. We've only signed those two, and we've got too many players in the squad, so we're just going to start by fast selling the worst players in each position, which is why I kept everyone like sorted this way. I haven't put them into a team or anything just yet. We're going to sell off everyone who's like not the top two in terms of shooting for strikers, passing for midfielders, tackling for defenders, keeping for goalkeepers, and just see how we get on. More youth players, always youth players. Richard Wright, not the same Richard Wright, which is a shame, but still a nice name, familiar name, right? Right? God, I'm so funny. Right, so we have filled out the first team, 3 subs, and then the next few players with youth players. We've got so many goalkeepers, it's ridiculous. We've only got one, well, we got, ignoring the bench, we've got one backup defender, one backup midfielder and one backup striker, which is a bit of a problem. So I don't want to release everyone. I'll keep the better of the older players, but I'll just go sell them off, then we'll look at the finances. Something else you can also do, so when you're on the player tab itself, you can insure them. So we are going to insure the whole team for $2,900 a year. It seems like a bargain to me. I think it just means their wages get paid if they're injured, which makes sense. That's insurance, right? So we'll jump and look at the bank. So obviously before we had £50,000, but we now have almost 500,000, which is good. So we'll be jumping and depositing some money very shortly. But firstly, I just want to make sure that we are going to be selling stuff. We've already got a small shop, haven't we? We'll throw a bar down to make sure that people are fed and watered. We will throw another program stall down over there. You can create roads and stuff as well. It's amazing. A couple of stalls, preferably not on the road, Ed, would be good. Couple of burger bars. We're cooking on gas now, aren't we? Look at this. This is superb effort by me. I want a cafe as well, because I'll get moaned at eventually if I don't. And then finally, I don't know if they do anything or not, but we'll create a couple of car parks. We've only got room for more, so I might as well do that. So with that, we have spent quite a lot of money. We spent almost 100,000 there. So now I will just go and dump down a couple 100,000 into the deposit account, start getting interest. It's only 5%, but it's better than now. And then at the chairman's office, we'll just increase the school tickets a little bit. Just why not? We'll see what we can do. Get the kids in, right? Something I haven't yet done is actually arrange friendlies. So onto the fax machine, which has an awful sound. And with friendlies, you can only go like a division above in terms of the teams you can get to come in. So we're actually going to bring in Fulham from Division 3. We're going to bring in Swansea City from Division 3. All at home, because why not? Brighton and Hove Albion. And then finally we will bring in Cardiff City. I selected Cambridge. I wanted Cardiff. Go in again. Just to add like a recent Premier League sort of feel to it. I mean, that's crazy that they're on Division 3 in 95-96. So that's that. We're going to kill the plant as well, because why not? And then look at our team and training and stuff, because I've not done that yet. In terms of staff availability, there is no one, so we're going to have to keep checking in here. But we'll hire... Are we even going to bother hiring a ball control guy? I don't think we are, because I'd rather just have an all. But in the team talk, we'll select the captain. We'll just go for a fancy, really. Smith at centre-back. Sounds good. Corner taker can be right. Penalty taker can be Bart Williams. Probably no relation. We'll go normal tackling. We'll just go normal and passing and see what we can do. I will set a win bonus. You never know if it will come into any effect. We're not going to bother setting any individual moves up, because that's a lot of effort. And individual training, I mean, we don't really have anyone currently, so we'll leave it. But we will set up some team training. So we'll ask the assistant manager. We'll say yes, and then we'll give them some free time on the Wednesday, which is always a nice idea. Then they don't moan at you. With training, team training, it's every few months you're told to update it because the players lose interest. And individual training is just as and when. I am guilty, as many probably are during this game, of just rushing through and clicking instant match constantly. So you end up just ignoring it, but I'm going to try my best not to on this. So we get into the game against Fulham. It's a bare pitch. We are just going to go on ×8 for most of the games I show, but maybe only this one we're going to do, and then instant the rest of them for friendlies. So for a bare pitch, you're probably better off fully going long ball. Concussion, just carrying on, that's fine. Man, there are a lot of stoppages in this, aren't there? But I have played through a couple of seasons like really quickly, instant matching everything, just trying to get an idea of what I'm doing. And to be honest, I was struggling massively as Fulham take a lead in the 30th minute. Probably not surprising, as they are the better side by far. And we've got a team of 17-year-olds now. So yeah, not surprising at all. But clearly I was doing something wrong. It's not even, I don't know if it's even the tactics. I don't know if there's anything you can really do about tactics at this level. It's just, like for this game, we basically just have to have really good players and hope for the best. But that's probably just my reason and excuse for not winning games. We did dominate possession, which is good. Fulham had one shot and scored once, so I'm actually quite happy with that. You even get an occasional question. So you've now got through your first game at the helm. How do you feel about the team's prospects? Club is a sleeping giant. Want to carry on the great things achieved before me. Got my work cut out for me. After that performance, I'm out of here. I want to say, carry on the great work by the predecessor. Obviously. We even have a newspaper article, a great derby win for Fulham. Devastating, but we'll be able to turn it around. Maybe not in the instant results, but we'll do it eventually, one day. Instant result against Swansea, we lost 2-0, and again, did alright in terms of shots, possession a bit lower, but another loss, unfortunately. I mean, I was going to instant result in the next two matches, eventually, once I get there. Against Brighton and Hove Albion, which we also lose 2-0. Attendances are pretty poor as well. How are we doing in the bank? We're losing about £4 grand a week, which is not pleasant. I don't know how to sort that out. And the chairman has a sponsorship deal lined up, so we'll go check him out. Who's it with? approached by Pointy Bird. It's like Angry Birds. It's like they knew this was going to happen, or Flappy Bird. For 20 weeks per week. Well, no. 20 weeks overall, it's 43,000 up front, which I'll accept because it's money for nothing, isn't it? And then this is the final friendly against Cardiff City. Well, instant result, and we lose again. And this time we're actually dominated, and that's not really a surprise. So what I'll do now is go and check to see if we've got any coaches appearing that want to come to us. They're all ball control. Why are they all ball control? This is horrific. Tell you what, we'll hire them up just to get them off the page. We'll give the ball control a new contract as well because he's only on for a year. That's fine. I'll give you an extension. And then what we'll do is, what you can do so the players don't get bored that often, is just every few months, just ask the assistant. You have to tick all these off, which is really annoying. But if you just clear everyone off and then ask the assistant, then at least everyone will be doing something else probably. We could do another coach, I know, but I don't really want those that aren't superb. What you also probably want to do is set everyone to medium intensity, otherwise they just hardly grow and it's horrific. Come on. This is taking a while, and it's lots of clicking, and that's probably not the best to listen to. But it's our first usage of the next opposition screen, which is in the corner. It's just a little TV. We're playing Macclesfield Town in the conference. They normally play a 5-4-1 passing, soft tackling, offside trap. So I'd say a 4-4-2 with passing is probably a good idea. So we'll give it a whirl. We will stick to a ×2, which I'm not going to do often. I'm probably not going to live com many of them because you can't really see what's going on, can you? It's crazy. But we'll see how we get on. And I'm just kicking chairs all over the place. But we are kicking to the right. And Macclesfield do keep getting possession back. But I'm hoping because they're so defensive, it will just give us a lot more of the ball. He says as they sort of go through on goal, but pass it backwards for some reason. Match engine, you know. It's not just FM that has the problems. But it's really strange. There's some things that even I think FM could learn from a little bit, like the team training and stuff like that. Maybe just like a souped up version of it. But no, genuinely, I think that a screen like that is just so much easier. It's crazy. It's crazy how easy it could be. But also, you don't really want to nick ideas from games that are over 20 years old that haven't really been renewed since then because clearly there was something wrong with them. As we did pick up a yellow card, which is incredibly frustrating. And it's not been an exciting match. I generally think the matches in here aren't exciting. I do instant result a lot, to be completely honest, just because you end up going through it faster. And I feel as if you get a lot more enjoyment out of it that way rather than having to watch this dross. Because it's hard to see what's going on even on normal. Like players are just passing it randomly. I don't know if it's predetermined what the result's going to be or not, or if it's just like simulations going on in the background. But it's only a DOS game, so probably not. We are approaching the 60th minute, and doesn't look like we've created a lot. That guy is the slowest thing I've ever seen. We're actually going to make some subs because I think we had a player with pretty terrible fitness that we have struggled to do anything with. We are just going to go defensive now and go long ball. Just see if we can do something about their offside trap. Who is struggling? We've got a few players struggling for fitness. This striker, Crawshaw. So we're going to bring on Poborski, Andy Poborski, no relation to Carol Poborski probably. Bring on Whitney for Daniel, even though he's terrible, but he's got better fitness. And then Ken Smith, sorry, got no eyesight, always struggling at the back. We'll bring on Stephen Orford for him. And hopefully the fresh legs will do us some good. On they come, look at that. That is graphics. That is superb. Is the long ball actually going to do anything? With a 4-4-2, possibly not, but you never know. 15 minutes left. It's hard to even tell if you get a good chance. I mean, we've given someone a dead leg, so I'm happy enough. We used to call that cabbage back in school, by the way. I don't know what anyone else called it, but we'd call it cabbage. You'd cabbage someone or get cabbaged if you're given a dead leg. You know, we knee someone on the side of the leg. Superb. Let me know what they used to call it in your school. I've heard some weird names. I can't remember any of them because obviously you know your own one. But it looks like that is... Ooh, Macclesfield almost get a goal in the last minute, but it looks like we've escaped with a draw at home, which isn't a superb result, but I'd rather that than a loss, he says as they come forward. Pretty drab. 4 shots for us, 6 for them. Pretty even in terms of possession. Team rating 40. I think that's out of 100 as well. Theirs was 45. So yeah, a bit of a nightmare. Woking losing their touch. Ted Redwood is in trouble. The game against Macclesfield Town was the 5th in which his team has failed to hit the back of the net, so we've not scored in 5 games. Superb opening from Woking. We'll quickly have a look at the table, see how we're getting on. Bromsgrove Rovers, I don't know who they are. I honestly don't know who they are. Never heard of them. But they're top. Woking are in 17th with 1 draw from 1 game. And the hemorrhaging of money is here. So we really need to start getting fans through the door and then charging in more money. If you've enjoyed that and you're looking forward to the next episode, then please do smash a like and subscribe. It'll be out very soon, and I'm probably just going to click instant result a load of times, so we'll see what happens. But thanks for watching.